Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. The new Galaxy Exceed monster was revealed earlier today, indeed. Let's try it out, right? This is currently my list, but again, don't take this list for granted. All suggestions, etc. will definitely be welcome. The biggest weakness of Galaxies is pretty much link format, right? You've at least forcing yourself to go for the link monster first. Like, I have seen a couple of builds going for the, what is it called, the Lenfolicus? Like the proxy dragon, but you know, with the markers pointing down left and down right. But that's not really too great, right? I have been running Alistair as well, as you will see in a couple of moments, but the new cards, the lefty and the righty driver, are cards that throughout the testing process I've added, and they are quite nice, since again the righty driver I believe is just like a one card summon sorceress, well, needle fiber into summon sorceress, and you know, summon sorceress with either your Galaxy Soldier or Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, for example, equals into a rank 5 or a rank 8 Exceed play, so again quite good, right? But again, as I mentioned before, link format definitely has a huge impact on this particular deck, not being able to, you know, pump out multiple Exceeds in the same turn, unless, of course, you go for like the link monster first. And that's where the Predaplant engine and, well, lefty and righty driver and brilliant fusion, mainly brilliant fusion, can come into play. I know a couple of people don't really like this particular way of playing the game, but again, it's the generic support that this deck, I feel this deck needs, you know, going for like a free crystal needle fiber, build up those, at least build up your advantage, your field, establish your board, and you know, getting pluses out of that instead of minusing yourself. I was playing Photon Treasure earlier with, you know, some other level 4 Galaxy monsters, but that wasn't working out too well. Lair of Darkness is something you might want to try out. Same for Melody of the Dragon, or what is it called? Dragon Shrine is something that you know you can definitely play in the main deck if you're not opting for a brilliant fusion. Okay, let's see a couple of example duels. Okay, first example. I think I get to start here in this particular case. Yeah, the biggest problem of, again, Galaxies is going first, or at least was going first, since this new Exceed monster definitely helps. Like, just needs 2 level 8 monsters, right? Has some nice defense, I believe 3k, and, you know, and I think I haven't explained the effect that, you know, that you during your opponent's turn or during your own turn as well, your Photon Lord can negate monster effects, again, by detaching a card that was pretty much like an Exceed material, and if that particular Exceed material also was like a Photon card, for example, that particular monster, at least that particular monster where the monster effect was negated, that monster is also destroyed. So again, quite good. And also that's something that, you know, it's definitely not something to underestimate, is only during your opponent's turn you can use its second effect of your Lord to search any Galaxy card from your deck and add it to your hand. So pretty much searching your entire deck. Again, quite good, giving you some extra plays during your following turns. So searching something like a Galaxy Knight, you know, that's quite delicious. And this new rank 8 Exceed, indeed, not a link 8. This rank 8 Exceed monster is also a Galaxy Ice monster, so again, quite good with your Galaxy Knight, for example. Summon Sorcerers, again, priority number 1 if you have the option, but again, if it's not that, at least if it's not possible, something like Predaplant or Brilliant Fusion Engine definitely helps out, right? Establishing like any link monster, opening up extra monster zones. That's something that I was looking for, so again, all feedback for something like that is definitely appreciated. But, you know, grabbing or at least slapping a needle fiber is not something that some players want to see, right? Again, generic support, and needle fiber is still OCG exclusive. Anyway, I think I was, you know, in a bad position either way, negating or not negating the, what is it called, the Break Sword or the Phantom Knight boost effect, but eventually Summon Sorceress is also destroyed, run into the Fog Blade, which you knew he had, right? Galaxy Expedition, I believe is a 3 of in the deck. You know, it opens up so many plays, a breakthrough, right? He does Twin Twister, yeah, indeed, he needs to Twin Twister in order to survive, but again, that's what I like about the Galaxy cards. upgrading your stuff, keep popping your opponent's face-up cards, face-down cards, right, with, depending on which Galaxy card or Cypher card you're going for, upgrading to the Cypher and eventually, indeed, attack for a game. So another example again, not really sure, I think I gotta start here indeed. So normal summon the righty driver indeed, but again, the biggest weakness is hand traps. Well, with or without your Predaplant and or your lefty righty driver cards in your main deck, the Galaxy deck is just, like, you know, a lot of decks is just very weak to hand traps, and this is quite, I can't call it a standard opening play, but it's like an opening play you can definitely go for or working towards to, like any rank 8 Exceed play. Before it was something like Titanic Galaxy, but this new Galaxy Lord definitely opens up more plays and also more follow-up plays, and thanks to Galaxy Soldier going for Cyber Dragon Infinity, those were the times, right? A couple of years ago, Cyber Dragon Infinity. But yeah, anyway, the Solemn Strike definitely very nice, lured out and going for the Tachyon, but you know, that's again one of this deck's biggest strengths, is pumping out big monsters in the same turn, negating the monster effect of a Grafu, but sadly I can't push for the game, so the trade-in is nicely dead in the hand, but that's quite good. Again, you have the option of either attaching like a Galaxy card from your deck to your Photon Lord, or, you know, search that particular card and add it to your hand. So again, quite good, just refueling your Galaxy Lord on the field to potentially negate another monster effect. Quite good. Another example against True Dracos, again, yeah, Predaplant engine, what needs to be explained. Again, yeah, the Brilliant Fusion engine does a lot, right? Giving you the extra normal summon for something like Galaxy Wizard, Predaplant engine maybe, your lefty, righty driver, again, that's up to you if you want to play those cards, but your Brilliant Fusion is like a big foolish burial for the deck, setting up your Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, and at the same time, giving you more monsters on the field to, again, you know, increasing the chances of putting that weak or small Link monster on the field, opening up extra monster zones, and that's why I still prefer running those generic Link splashable engines, right? Normal summon the righty, he uses the monster effect of, is it Maiden? I believe it's Maiden indeed, so I'm definitely going to negate it, run into Solemn Judgment, that's all good, keep upgrading my stuff to pop the field spell, and here my thought process was, well, if it's like an Apocalypse or the True King Apocalypse, you know, one of the True King traps, and I'm going to destroy it, I definitely need my Return of the Dragon Lords in my grave, you know, in order to banish it to prevent destruction, but well, it's Imperial Order, right? Again, it's not going to matter too much. Eventually Galaxy Expedition as well to pump out more monsters, some more pluses eventually. Another example here, the opponent gets to start. Well, going second is also quite good, giving you the extra card over your opponent, and again, it's again good. But yeah, going second, the opponent having something like Strike, that definitely can hurt. That's not a good opening hand, normal summon, at least for the opponent's part. Normal summon the righty driver again, and yeah, Crystal Needle Fiber upgrading itself to, what is it called, summon Sorceress, and summon Sorceress paired up with any of your Reborn cards, like Return of the Dragon Lords, and, you know, one of the other Reborn cards, equals into more Exceed plays. And here I should be able to attack for the game. Yep, indeed, the Cyber Dragon Infinity can definitely hold up any potential threats. Last example, the opponent gets to start playtesting against Brandish. Like, the deck isn't even out yet. Well, for the OCG, it's out, but like, oh man, that deck is so disgusting. So not fun to play against, and you know, we are in the year 2018 and using Ash Blossom on a Toon Table of Contents. I think I had to, right? I mean, Toon Table immediately gives him like 3 spells in a graveyard, and it just makes his other cards, and mainly the Engage, like the Rota plus Upstart effect, like, if he had that, and he did have that, it will just rack up the pluses, right? So I think I had to, at least, yeah, justifying the Ash Blossom on Toon Table was, I think, okay, but again, bricking is definitely something this deck has, since you're running Cobra, or yeah, the Garnet as well. And again, you're running those Garnets in the deck, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. And something that you might, well, at least might leaves you thinking of, you know, not running the Predablend engine, but again, that's up to you. So again, this is currently my build. Like always, feel free to leave suggestions. The Predablend engine, the lefty and righty driver engine, I believe is fine. Crystal needle fiber access, maybe the extra deck needs work, right? But again, that's all up to you. Arc Brave is something I might test out. The Galaxy Worm as well. The Felgrant level 8 that's here in the extra deck is also something nifty, right? Melody, Dragon's Shrine, I believe the name is also something to try out. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.